Hello everybody, under the video with an unusual device for making popcorn, we got in like the necessary 250,000 likes, so let me remind you how this works. We put the corn inside, tighten up the lid, and then we install the device on a stand, and using a gas burner, heat it up. Constantly turning the machine, and when the pressure inside has risen, we open it up. There is an explosion, and all the popcorn opens up in just a second. So today a giant popcorn machine came to me. We open up the drawer. The first thing we see is that we see this huge bag into which the popcorn will fly out. Next, the popcorn machine itself. It is cast iron and feels like it weighs about 20 kilograms. Next, we see the gas burner. It is impossible to heat up such a huge machine without this. Also, a reducer to the gas cylinder. And then, underneath the layer of foam rubber, there was a stand consisting of different parts. We decided to open up the device and look inside. It turned out to be full of some white bags with parts and rubber gaskets for the device. And also the instructions. There were these boxes inside the packages. After opening them up, we found some blood pressure monitors. Now, all these details need to be put together. First, you need to deploy the back of the popcorn machine and tighten it well with a bolt. We install the stands on the frame, and we'll fix that together with bolts as well. In order to reduce friction, we will add some bearings. Now it will all be easy to spin. We install the popcorn machine itself in the stand. In order to understand what pressure is inside, we will screw on the barometer. Just compare the size of this big device with the small one. I think that the popcorn chutes will be very loud. But first you need to solve the problem with the gas burner. Namely, to raise it to the desired height so that the iron barrel warms up faster. Therefore, we are already installing our parts now. With the help of some welding, Dad will weld them to the frame for us. Now everything is clear. All that remains is to fix the burner by welding it into this position. Also, for convenience, Dad welded a pin for us to the device. All that remains now is to paint the entire thing black and with refractory paint. And our popcorn machine is assembled. But in order for us to make it convenient to use, Dad made us this sort of design in which we will pull the bag and fix it with a wire. Now all we have to do is connect the gas cylinder to the burner. And in order for the popcorn not to stick to the inner walls of the popcorn bowl, we're going to need some oil. Anyone will do. It just needs to be a tablespoon. So we open up the device and put it inside. Now we need some corn. I think that this huge device with a kilogram will cope with these. Pour it all inside. And close the lid. Using the lever, tighten as tightly as possible. We put it all in place, and we light the burner. Now it is our task to constantly turn the device and warm up the corn kernels. The pressure inside is growing, and when it has reached 0.7 atmospheres, turn off the burner. We put on some headphones because it's going to be loud now. We direct the device towards the bag, and using the lever, we open up the lid. It was very powerful. The bag flew off and the popcorn just flew all over the studio. And there was still some popcorn left in the bag, and you could pour this all into a bucket. And honestly, this cannon is really cool because it can make a lot of popcorn, and we have very big plans for it. Because I bought a very much popcorn for us to use today. There are 250 kilograms in total. According to my calculations, there are 1 million grains of corn in all of these bags. We will blow up every single one of them and fill probably the largest popcorn bucket in the world. But first, it needs to be done. Using a compass, we mark a large circle on a plywood board. And with the help of a jigsaw, we cut out the bottom of our giant bucket. Done. Now we just need to screw some bars to it. And now we attach the long bars to them in an upright position. Now we lift a huge metal ring to the top. We drill it into each bar. And we fix the ring. We put the resulting skeleton of our bucket to the side. And we sheathe it with large sheets of thin fiberboard. And we'll just screw those in there. And anything that goes beyond the edges is cut off with a grinder. That's it, our giant popcorn bucket is ready. Now we just need to make it look just like the original. Therefore, let's draw some vertical lines. And we will sketch everything out with a pencil. And now we're gonna need some paint. Stir up the white paint pretty well. And now we paint over the background of our description. And with the help of the red acrylic paint, we paint over the letters themselves. Now we're gonna need a lot of red paint. We will apply this with a roller. We will also do the same with white. Now our bucket is ready, and in my opinion, it turned out great. Let's go back to the popcorn. It seems to me that this machine is capable of blowing up like 1.5 kilograms of corn at once, so now we'll check it out. We tighten it up well so that it doesn't blow up ahead of time. And we set it to the starting position and fry the corn. All right, the moment has come. This time the explosion was even structure, and our structure flew off 2 meters, and the welding seam was burst. Okay, so pour the remaining popcorn into the bag into the basin. And everything that is left on the floor, we'll clean up. And it also turned out that the bag, which we secured more securely this time, was torn. Therefore, Dad redid it and securely strengthened the structure. It seems to me that now it can withstand at least 2 kilograms of popcorn, so therefore we load it all into the device. And heat it up to the desired pressure. And we decided to replace the bag itself and to make it twice as long. We fixed it onto our refined structure. And we let it blow. Yes, finally everything is working fine. And the bag is in place, so let's do it again. We collect the popcorn for the whole bag in one place. and pour it all into the basin. And to give it the taste, we brought a lot of flavor additives. This one particularly tastes like cheddar cheese, just like in the movie theater. Sprinkle the popcorn over. And mix it all up. Now this is very tasty. Now you can go outside and pour the first basin into the bucket. We're gonna continue making popcorn. The basin is full, so add some cheese additive in again, and mix it up. This time, in order not to take the basin out of the bucket, we will use a ladder. And then we had our third bowl of popcorn. Fourth. Fifth. And the first bag of corn is over. During the next explosion, the unexpected happened. The bag just burst. Therefore, we tied the torn side, and we installed the opposite one in its place. Anyway, now we're going to blow up 1 kilogram of popcorn each. It's longer, but more reliable. Next, we got the hang of everything, and as if in a factory, quickly made popcorn without letting the machine cool down. The bucket gradually filled up. And by the next day, all the popcorn had finally been popped. We got a giant replica of a small bucket of popcorn. Now we can answer one question for sure. How much popcorn will 1 million grains of corn make? 5 cubic meters. In order to pack all this into the popcorn, we bought a lot of bags. So we'll open them up, shovel some popcorn in with a shovel, and fill the bags. It took 3 hours to pack all the popcorn. Now we tie each of them up and bring them over to the truck. We delivered a small part of the popcorn to the children at the rehabilitation center. They just had some kind of event on the outside, so therefore all the popcorn was scattered around into buckets and distributed to the children. Tin bags were given to the mother and child's house. Also 10 bags to the women and children's halfway home. 10 more to the House of Immigrants, and the last 10 bags were delivered to the children at the rehabilitation center. Upon arrival home, we were once again convinced of how powerful this cannon really is. A sheet of metal was even punched into the place where the lid hit. And if this video gets 300,000 likes, then we will definitely do something else crazy on this scale. In the comments, try to guess how much money we spent on today's video for us. Bye, everybody.